How's it going, everyone? Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bento Bureau, the show where we talk about Japan from an international perspective. I'm your host, as always, Bassem Hijazi, but you can call me Buzz as a nickname. And with me, as always, are my fellow co-hosts, Long Nguyen from Vietnam and Bastian Harth from Germany. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
Good to see you, Buzz.
Very good, very
good.
good. Good to see you again. We're back again.
Awesome sauce. Tell me, gentlemen, I must ask a very important question. Where have you been having your haircuts lately? You're looking dashing as always.
Thank you.
Glad that you asked this question, Buzz. I think after 4 years of friendship, this is a very important topic that we must touch upon, finally.
Indeed.
And to answer your questions, I've been getting my haircut from a local Iranian guy, like just 2 minutes down the street. And yeah, he cannot speak English. So every time I go there, we just communicate through, sign language and all this simple English. And yeah, we got the job done. I think I'm gonna go next week or probably the week after that to prepare for the.
You're the wrong person to ask because you live in Sweden and you guys didn't have any issues for the past few months, really. So have you been having your haircut like usual?
Yeah. There's no differences. We just go inside and get your haircut.
What about you, Bastian?
For me it has been difficult. So I remember I got a haircut, I believe, at the end of last year. And I thought, okay, next time I would get a haircut in March. And then Corona happened. And then I had a really good hair salon. But because of Corona, it unfortunately had to close, so it went bankrupt apparently, and so I had to switch. And this actually leads to the topic we have today. I went to a hair salon, which is a Japanese hair salon here in Berlin. So I got my haircut from a Japanese lady. She did cut my hair really well, and now I'm actually considering going back there in a few weeks' time because my hair is also growing a bit out. I need a new haircut since I can now. How's it been for you, Buzz? Is it do you have a horrible haircut, or why are you wearing a cap?
Yes, clearly you can tell I've been making frequent visits to the barber, getting a trim here and there. You have to maintain the length. But in all seriousness, though, I haven't had a haircut in probably 4 or 5 months. Just been giving it the good old-fashioned buzz cut, as always, in accordance to my name. But speaking of haircuts, we're joined by today's guest, Hiroshi Taniguchi-san from Japan. He's a hairstylist working in Mei Tokyo Hair Salon, and we'll have a link for that if you want to go check it out. Highly recommend that salon. But Hiro-san, I just want to start off by saying welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you.
Awesome sauce. Thank you for joining us. Hiro, I have a very important question I need to ask you. It's been a mystery to me for all these years. You are a hairstylist. You cut people's hairs. You cut people's hair for your job. But the question is, who cuts the hairstylist's hair? Who cuts your hair? Do you cut it by yourself?
Like my hair?
Yeah, who cuts your hair? Because you have some very nice hair, I must say.
By myself.
Yeah, by yourself? Okay.
And,
really? Okay, you must use a mirror and stuff to cut. How do you do the hairs from behind?
I don't need a mirror.
You don't need a mirror. Oh, very confident of you.
It's very tough. And this is like not too straight, that's why easy.
Ah, I see.
Oh, I didn't expect that, to be honest. I found it very difficult to use a scissor and then, cut your hair yourself.
Yeah.
It was like a pretty long hair, that's why.
Yeah. Have you always had long hair, or did you have short hair before?
Yeah, I did for everything. Because, like short hair, long hair, bleaching, perm, everything.
You like to switch up the style every now and then, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I have a question for you, another question for you, Hiro. In all seriousness, our team member Stevi tells me that you've worked in New York for 3 years.
3.
And you opened a salon there, the name of the salon, as I mentioned, Mei Salon. And you came back to Japan early this year, right? In January?
Yeah.
All right. So, and you opened another branch of Mei Salon in Harajuku right now, and that's where you're working right now. All right. So actually, I went on the website and I was checking out what options we have for nice haircuts in May Salon because I was wondering, you know, maybe I need to get a new haircut, if you know what I'm saying. So I think I'd be interested booking an appointment with this hairstylist, Gon here. Do you see this guy on the right? Yeah. Can I get an appointment with him?
This is our mascot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's super kawaii. Does he cut hair?
He's so cute.
Yeah, they're like a couple.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
For me, they're a couple, and then Gong is a kind of like their pet.
Yeah. So he's in New York, right? He's not in Japan.
No, not Japan.
Yeah. Have you guys
Yeah.
considered getting a Shiba Inu for your Harajuku branch?
Yeah, but Shiba Inu is like expensive.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's my
I
dream.
find it quite interesting that you bring up Shiba Inu, Buzz. You're always after Shiba Inu.
I love Shiba Inus. Just what's your favorite dog, Hiro? Because I love Shiba Inu.
No. You need to ask, are you a dog or cat person first?
True. Do you like dogs or cats, Hiro?
Of course, dog.
Dogs.
Okay.
I feel you. I feel you.
I had 2 cats when I was in Japan before New York.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, but like my dream is like have a dog,
Yeah.
but I can't because like my apartment is too small.
Yeah, that's one of the problems. Even my apartment in Japan, they didn't let me own a pet, so that's why I didn't get one, unfortunately. But in all seriousness, though, I'm really liking the vibe of the May Tokyo Salon. This is the website here. You can see this. I always felt like going to a Japanese hair salon. In follow-up to what you were saying, Bastian. Before I went to Japan, I used to go cut my hair in here because I live in Qatar, and it was always it was kind of a boring experience for me. You just have to sit on the chair and you have to wait until he cuts your hair. But when I went to Japan, I felt like going to the hair salon was like an experience. There's a theme, you go inside, it's a whole experience from the moment you walk into the door and the moment you walk out. It's a whole, like, you're paying for the experience, not just for the haircut, right? So you can see here on the website, you have this pop art theme. I really like it. It's really cool. You don't see things like that here, at least from where I'm from. Maybe you guys, you've seen stuff like this before, but I typically see, the generic looking general hair salons most of the time. You never see something crazy like art like this. This makes you think of art when you cut hair.
It is an art, isn't it?
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't seen it as well so much at other hair salons. I do feel that, these, how should I say, upper end hair salons, they do that. But in Japan, and Hiro, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it for you an art? Is it for you kind of a craft you do?
I like art.
Mm-hmm.
Like hairstylist is like, of course, like I have to do the only haircut, but I always imagine that like not only the hair, I have to imagine that like some, I don't know, like picture, photograph, like some art.
Wow.
That's why I'm kind of.
So
see, that's how I see it from the outside as well. When I was in Japan, I got a haircut there, and I went to a hair salon. You can really see that the people are passionate about what they're doing, and they see it as some kind of craft, some art, and I find that very admirable, honestly. And that's the reason why I chose a Japanese hair salon here in Germany as well, because I have huge trust in what you do, Hiro. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, as an art itself, that means you have to be trained in it, right? Just like any other kind of art, like drawing or painting, you need to be trained for a long time. So perhaps you can tell us about how you started with hairstyling.
Yeah.
How do you? I don't know. How do you? Is there like a school you have to go to, or how do you become a hairstylist in the beginning?
We have to go to the like a beauty school for 2 years.
Oh.
And what was that like?
Just like, you know, like shampoo, haircut, perm, actually like almost everything, but like not high scale.
Hmm. So you start
Like,
with that, but you mentioned before this episode started to me that you've been cutting and styling hair for 14 years. So
Yeah.
when did you start? Did you decide one day, okay, I'm gonna become a hairstylist, I'm gonna go to the beauty school? Like, how did it all start?
How?
Yeah, what made you wanna become a hairstylist?
So when I was 18 years old,
Yeah.
I decided to go to the beauty school just for 2 years. I applied the like a famous hair salon in Tokyo because I wanna be like a famous hairstylist. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
worry. Trust me, Hiro, we don't bite. We're all human beings. We all get nervous sometimes. So if you wanna shake up a bit, we can shake. You know, we do stupid things on air all the time. So don't worry. We're all really chill. I want to ask you though. You know, since you went to New York for 3 years, why did you decide to go abroad?
Because before New York, so I couldn't speak English,
Mhm.
so I did just only Japanese client.
Mhm.
But New York, there are a lot of different, you know, different type of people, like texture. That's why I wanted to learn different type of texture, and I need like I wanted to do like experience.
Yeah.
So I decided, yeah.
So
Oh, it
you
was-
went, yeah.
Go for it, Bastian.
So you went to New York without actually speaking the language, without having been there before? That's quite impressive. I
So
I was crying almost every day because, you know, I couldn't order the food too, you know. I don't have, you know, friend, coworker, girlfriend. I feel like alone. So yeah, it was hard.
wow. So you went to
Yeah.
New York completely alone, and
Yeah.
you lived alone. You didn't live with anyone?
No, actually no,
Yeah. And
just me.
did you live in an apartment in New York?
Yeah, super tiny apartment.
Wow. Yeah.
And,
So
but I don't know, why it's so expensive. $700 it was.
oh really?
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
no,
New
no,
York
no.
is like Tokyo. It's so expensive.
$700 a
Wow.
month.
Yeah. The first year when I came to Japan, I was very excited to come. You know, I always wanted to come to Japan when I was a kid. So when I went, I started studying Japanese maybe 1 month before I actually came to Japan. I started with hiragana and katakana. But when I went there, like the only things I knew how to say were basic greetings, like you know, hello, how are you, and my name is this, and I'm from this country. So I can relate to you. You know, first few months, I struggled a lot. I didn't know how to order things. I never went to a Japanese learning school. I learned everything by myself. So how did you learn English? Did you go to a school, or did you just have to like learn as you go?
Actually, you know, I went to the like language school just 3 months, and then I talking like the client or hair model and coworker, and watching like movie. That's it.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you watch? I mean, did you go to the language school in Japan or New York?
Just in New York.
New York. All right.
Yeah.
Were there other
Oh.
Japanese students with you?
No, actually no.
Okay.
Like a Turk, Brazilian, yeah, like that.
Wow. Yeah.
Quite impressive. Going just 3 months to a language school and then building up your business in New York. Why did you go to New York?
I heard from my friends, like he said, the New York is like easy to make money.
Yeah.
Chance. That's why I did.
Yeah.
Just, I've never been to Europe, so
Oh.
yeah.
Mm.
I think there'll be a lot of competition in Europe. I think the whole hair salon, not maybe barber, is dominated by people with immigrant backgrounds like Arabs and Somalian. I think, is it the same in Germany? I don't know, but in Sweden, that's the case. Right? You'll never have a Swedish cutting your hair if you go to a barber shop.
I think it's
Yeah. If you go to a high-up hair salon, then you will be able to meet like a Swedish cutting your hair. But if you go to like a barber shop down the street or something.
Yeah, I think you're right. It depends on the salon you go to, as well as it depends on the city. Berlin is very international, so I believe all the hair salons I've actually been to, I got my hair cut first by a person from Hong Kong, the second time from a person who was definitely not German, but I don't know where she was from, and then the third time from a Japanese. So yeah, and those are, I have to say, those are really like not like the barbershop around the corner. They're like proper good hair salons. I mean, now since I'm working, I earn money, I give myself the treat of going to like a nice salon where I get a decent haircut, where I'm happy with, because before I was always relatively unhappy with my haircuts. So I would say that's very true for Berlin. In Hamburg or other places, I'm not so sure. Though in Hamburg, I have to say my hairstylist had a Turkish immigrant background, so
Yeah.
maybe you're right.
even here, a lot of the barbers here, mostly Turkish. So I go to a Turkish barber. That's I've been going to the same one since I was a kid, so I know the guy. Grew up with him basically. Yeah, he's from Turkey. He's been, and like his entire family are barbers. So they all came to the country and they all work as barbers and they all work in this shop. So it's never really the locals, right? I mean, at least in our case, I don't want to generalize, but Japan is kind of the exception in my experience, where obviously with most Japanese. Most hairstylists and barbers in Japan are Japanese. So I think there's something really kind of interesting about going to a Japanese hair salon, right? Because you kind of know that you're expecting an experience. Like you're going in there. Like I went to this hair salon in Saitama that has a theme of organic wood. Everything is wood. So, and there's water as well, lots of water going on. So you hear water that relaxes you. So that's what I mean. That's what I mean about the experience, right? You go in, it's like you hear the nice water sounds, you see everything wood, the nice smell of the wood. So it's really interesting. So May, like when I look at May, I think of art, right? Like the pop art style. So describe to us, Hiro, what's it like to go into your salon? What's it like to go into May's salon? I'll show some pictures here. I have some nice pictures of, yep, the one right here. I'll just...
What's in the pink? We changed already.
You changed?
Yeah. So basically like botanical garden right now.
Really?
Oh,
botanical garden.
So you changed the style?
Because like I like nature, I feel like comfortable,
Yeah.
Because like Harajuku is easy. A lot of people walking around, shopping, but like I feel like nature. That's why I bought a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I can
It
really
looks-
feel
This
it.
is simple style.
Sorry?
This is super simple, but everything changed.
Oh wow.
So
okay.
everything here has changed now.
Can you search the Google Maps, the main Tokyo?
Yeah, let's do
You
it.
can find.
We can find the location right here.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, while I'm looking for that,
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you see?
Okay, but
Let's-
you
let's
definitely
zoom in.
need to show it. Does that work?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
it's a little blurry.
That's a bit blurry, but I think both can open it on Google Maps. That's no problem.
Yep,
Yeah.
I got it. It's right here. So we got some photos now. Okay, is this how it looks
Oh.
now?
Ah.
We have cocktails, some plants.
Yeah. A lot of aloe vera plants as well. Very
I like
nice.
that. It's very soothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a one down there. You go below. A
Down.
bit down.
Down.
Keep going. There,
Right here.
that one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is the one that he was showing.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see.
Amazing.
Yeah, very zen, very relaxing, you know?
Yeah.
So, why did you decide to? I mean, no. What am I getting about this question? I wanted to ask, kind of, your first year in New York. It must have been difficult, right? So, what was your second and third year like? After you spent a year, you must have your language must have got better. And you must have made friends. Tell us about your life in New York. What was that like in the second and third year?
It was long time, like a long story. So, just 1.5 years ago, so one of my clients said, like, so you are so talented, I'm gonna invest you, so can you open in New York? And then I decided to open the hair salon. And he was investor. So yeah, and then I opened in East Village of the Manhattan. But so I'm super Japanese guy. I love Japanese food. I love Japanese brand.
Me too.
So I miss. Yeah. So right now, I can go. Tokyo, New York, both. That's why I feel comfortable. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Ah, so you got an investor who built up the store in Manhattan East Village, you said. It's very cool. Never
Yeah.
imagined to go that way.
So, was the investor Japanese or was it someone from the US?
He's from California.
California, all right. And you opened up May Salon in Manhattan. Yeah, it's a pretty expensive area, so it must have been a big investment, right? I mean, was it successful? Like, how was the experience of opening it? Did it get popular? What kind of people came to your store? Tell us a bit more about that.
So our hair salon is like actually not expensive. I mean the rent. I don't know why. Well, we have like a basement, the pretty garden, the ground floor. It's like a second floor, but I don't know why it's so cheap. And then we have actually like a post stylist, and then they have already a lot of clients. So that's why not super busy, but it's okay.
Is
The
that
neighborhood is yeah like this.
Super nice, yeah.
Since you've been talking about May and since I've seen it, I have the feeling that I've actually been to your shop in Tokyo. Not that I got a haircut there, but my ex-girlfriend, I think, might have gotten a haircut at yours.
Right.
I know it's a strange topic, but I think that's how I've seen, that's how I've gotten to know your shop. Can I ask why May? What does it stand for?
Like ME is me,
Uh-huh.
and the U is so I want to focus just on my
So it's like me, you.
yeah.
Oh, that's very creative.
Oh, that's very creative.
Like actually, like a May, not MEY, MEI. Its Chinese meaning is like a beautiful, like a pretty,
Oh,
and the
right.
meaning is life.
Yeah.
Smart.
So like meaning, it's easy to remember.
Very
Why
clever.
is
That's a pretty
Yeah.
name.
That's a super nice
Yeah.
name. So, are there like, why did you decide to come back to Tokyo and open a new May salon in Tokyo? Like, were you, like, was there a reason why you came back? Were you having a good time in New York, or did you miss Japan too much and you wanted to come back? Like, I wouldn't blame you if you do. I miss Japan now. I live here. I want to go to Japan every day. But what was the reason why you came back?
So before I came in New York, so I had a lot of clients in Tokyo. So I said I have to come back. I'm gonna come back like after 3 years. So that's why can you wait for me? I definitely come back in Tokyo. I'm gonna cut again your hair. Everyone waiting for me, so that's why.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Was the
What
hair
trick?
as well growing long, like for 3 years?
Everyone waiting for me, and
Wait, so
Yeah,
so let me get it straight. Let me make it clear. So the May salon in Tokyo, what year did it open? Did it open after New York or before?
after the New Year.
After New York. All right. So you came back to Tokyo and you opened it this year?
Yeah, this year in March.
Interesting.
Okay, that was
All right.
pretty recently.
So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when you mentioned that you had many clients in Tokyo, they wanted you to come back. This is before you opened May Salon, right? So
Yes.
were you like a personal hairstylist or did you work for another company? How was it like in Tokyo?
And the famous company.
Okay. What's the
Yeah.
company?
DAB, DAB, the core is DAB.
All right. Yeah, I think I've heard of it before.
Oh,
Interesting.
They have, I don't know, like 80 staff, 80 hairstylists.
eight.
Pretty-
Wow.
Yeah. I was manager.
That's
Oh.
cool. And what happened to that one now? Is it still open?
Yeah, still open.
Yeah.
Still paying. But too,
Too busy, you say?
Too
Yeah.
busy.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, you came back this year to Tokyo, which is a very interesting year to come back, right?
My question, yeah.
yeah. So you came back in 2020 and you opened May Tokyo in 2020. So I can imagine that must be a very interesting experience. How was that like opening this year, a hair salon?
because I was thinking about like a Tokyo Olympics.
Oh, right, yeah.
So a lot of like sightseeing people coming, and
Yeah, it would have been a great opportunity, right?
Mm.
that's why like hair salon is like not only Japanese, like international hair salon. That's why
Yeah.
everybody coming, but
Right.
nobody coming.
Anymore.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So I mean, how was the past few months for May Tokyo since the coronavirus hit? How have you been managing?
Actually, like not busy, like not bad. Just, we are like 7 days open.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
have
it's okay.
customers.
Yeah, I have already customers, so I can contact.
Hmm.
So you're fine. So we're gonna we have like a big window. We have to wear the mask. No worry, it's not dangerous. We don't have a lot of clients.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
And
So you have
yeah.
your own measures to basically go and cut hair while Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the subject of the Olympics, I just wanted to say it's the biggest shame that it didn't happen this year because, you have to admit the Tokyo 2020 logo is amazing. Like, look at this thing. It's so creative with the circles and everything. Like, I feel bad for the designer that made this logo because now it's going to be 2021. So I was thinking, maybe how do you fix this? 2020 plus one, maybe. Yeah, how about that? In all seriousness, though, yeah, it's a very nice logo.
I think you're right. Yeah, no, and it's very minimalistic and kind of it emphasizes this perfectionism I always connect with when I think about Japan.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Yeah, I never thought about it. Honestly, it reminds me there was the logo of the 2012 Olympics, which were in London. That was a horrible logo, and I think Rio de Janeiro also had a horrible logo, to be honest. So this one was the first time that the logo was actually nice.
Yeah, this thing is terrible. Look at this.
Yeah,
Super ugly.
It's really ugly. I don't know why they made it that way. It looks like,
Yeah.
well, I shouldn't say that it's on the show live, but there's a very naughty joke about it.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's a shame about that. But going back to the topic, really, I mean,
Yeah.
so describe it to me. So you have to make an appointment to come to the salon, I imagine. The people you're cutting their hair, they can't wear a mask, right? Because you're gonna be cutting around the ears and stuff. They're not wearing masks, right? Obviously not. I don't know
No.
because I haven't been to a salon in months, so I don't really know how it is. But yeah, what do you? I mean, when do you think this is gonna end? How Japan? I want to know your thoughts about this hero. I want to know your thoughts about this hero because everyone outside of Japan, they were saying Japan is doing very well with the coronavirus. They're managing it very well. There's not many cases, and everyone wears masks and everyone's being careful. They're doing much better than other countries, like, for example, the United States. But recently in the news in Japan, it seems like they're having a spike again. There's more numbers going up again. So I want to know your thoughts on what's happening. Like, are you worried about your business? Are you worried about situation in Japan? How long do you think this is gonna go on? What's your feelings?
I think like Japanese people don't do the like a hug, like shake hand, just
Yeah.
like a bow, you know.
Mhm.
But like in New York, it's like always like a hug, kissing. That's why. But like sometimes like like a Shinjuku or Shibuya,
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Mm-hmm.
it's always like drinking, like kind of like a party. It's like crazy people dancing. So that's why it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like faster.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I go on Instagram throughout this whole
Yeah.
period, and then I still see people going out and going drinking and in Tokyo and everything. I mean,
Mm.
Yeah.
But it's an excellent point that Japanese tend to bow. There is already a bigger distance between two
Yeah.
people than abroad. You don't hug, you don't shake hands, you don't kiss on the cheeks. I think that makes a difference. Even though you have the issue of like being crammed into a train during rush hour, um, I feel like the society, since it's so cohesive and everyone is kind of thinking about the other person, is just doing much better in being showing solidarity somehow towards the other, like wearing really properly a mask, disinfecting hands. It has been already part of the society and the culture before Corona. Like there was nothing they needed to do new. They were already disinfecting hands. They already were wearing masks. So now just you have to do it kind of every day in a way. That's it. So good situation.
Do you guys think that the 2021 will happen in the same way it was, imagined? Like, will the same amount of people be allowed to come in? Do you guys think the coronavirus will be eliminated by that time? What
God, we're going off topic here. But yeah, I think 2021 Olympics will happen. Coronavirus is not going to be eliminated. There might be a virus from Russia. I'm joking.
We're going to get flagged and demonetized for that.
Sorry. Maybe, yeah. We get a vaccination maybe for it, but it's still a virus which shouldn't be underestimated, and with the proper care of keeping distance, washing hands, all these kind of things, with wearing masks as well, it would be definitely harder to spread. So let's see how 2021 is going to be. For me, it would be now kind of interesting to go back to the hair salon topic and ask you, first of all, which is a very simple question, but what do you offer at your hair salon? Like, you cut hair, you basically do extensions, color hair, what else? What do you do?
And like massage, head spa.
Ah, okay.
And what do I do?
It's hard, isn't it? Like, what do I do on a daily basis?
I mean, if you've been doing it for so many years, it just becomes your nature and you don't even think about it. You come in and there's a whole package.
We can see here you have quite a few services. You have cut and styling. Let me try to zoom in a little bit.
Actually, I walk past a lot of hair salons and then I see it on the menus and I don't understand anything besides cutting. What are the other terminologies that you use for these services? Maybe if you can explain it, so that next time I walk past a hair salon, I know what I'm getting myself.
On that topic, actually, Hiro, I have a good question. You have a perm here, okay? You have a perm. And it costs $130. Now, I've never had a perm before, but I want to know the difference between a Japanese perm and the perm here. What's the difference?
Like Japanese perm is like use like heat, because like some people have super thick hair and too straight. So we have to use like more strong and the heat. It's gonna be like a super wavy. This is Japanese like palm. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You guys also have some coloring.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I go to a hair salon and I, for example, get a man's haircut there, right?
Yeah.
There's always kind of a head massage, shampooing, even sometimes shoulder massage included in it. And I find that do you do that too? You're nodding. I can see that.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting to me. Like here in Germany, you just go in, you get a haircut. They don't even like use this vacuum cleaner to take off the hair. They just leave it like that, basically. But you do all this extra service.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, no.
They don't clean from here?
Like they use a brush it
Yeah,
away,
they brush it off, but definitely not
like a vacuum
All right.
thing. But in Japan, that's completely different, right? You do massage, you do shampooing. Do you do that in New York as well? Like, is it the same there or a bit different?
Actually, like it depends on the client, because like some people want to, like a massage, like a shoulder massage, they wanna like a care, shampoo. But some people, I don't need a shampoo, I don't need a massage. Just like you just cut my hair. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a very important point that I always forget that for us, when we go to a Japanese barbershop or hair salon, usually we don't know what to tell them to do. So I don't know if it happens to you, but for me, I just go in and I try my best to show them a photo of what I got. And I never say anything else. So perhaps they just go for the default, like full service kind of thing. So
はい、この写真のようです。
oh, yeah, that's like my magic phrase.
Yeah. Yeah, it was what I did as well.
You know, like we can get like a tips.
In New York.
I get some like extra massage or something.
Mm.
I can get like extra tips.
Oh.
In Japan or in New York?
New York.
I see.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
in Japan it's very unusual, isn't it, to get a tip?
Exactly.
Is it unusual or is it just not accepted though? Because I've never seen anyone give a tip ever. Like, I don't think they accept it.
We never.
Never, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always found
Yeah,
that
it's-
interesting.
I think I like that quite. I not like it. I think it's quite fascinating to understand.
Yeah.
Now, I had a question which always kind of comes to my mind when I get a haircut from a Japanese person. Is the hair different for you than with the Japanese hair? Because I feel like sometimes the person who cuts my hair, because of very different or rather easy for you?
Basically like everything opposite, like a different shape and hair texture, and then like Japanese guy, like like a pretty long hair, not shape.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like American, like the guy, like super short hair.
Mm.
That's why I was using like clipper.
Clippers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you went to the beauty school in Japan, did they mainly teach you how to cut Japanese hair? Or do they also teach you, other styles from, overseas?
No, just only Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
That's why I was confused.
So when
Like,
you cut hair of a foreigner, like what do you do to do it properly now? Like, do you have experience now more, or is there anything you do differently?
So I can do for everything right now. I mean, not only Japanese. So for example, like Japanese like woman is like super straight, black hair and straight. So they wanna like less volume, and they wanna make looks young and the kawaii style.
Mm.
In New York is like some people want to like a more like a body volume and sexy, gorgeous.
Mm.
It's so totally different, like almost opposite.
Very interesting.
I find that always very fascinating. These small little technical things can be quite it's a profession, it's an art, right? So how someone learns that over time, the differences, and kind of feels his or her way through it is something that fascinates me. So in your May salon in Japan, do you have many foreign customers?
Actually, no,
Okay.
no yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, because you just opened this year, right? So probably,
Yeah.
it's a weird year. So maybe next year it will be more foreigners will start coming with the Olympics and everything.
I think.
Maybe it will be us next year.
Yeah, I'd love to come. If I do come to Japan, I will definitely visit May Salon. I'll keep my hair growing. Come.
Same.
Yeah. What's
Well, actually, we can drink beer too.
beard? Awesome. Okay,
Yes,
fantastic.
alright. Okay, that's for you, boss.
That's great. Yeah. So you must have, like, in your time in New York, with these different hairstyles, you must have just practiced. Like, how did you learn how to cut them? Like, did you watch things online? Did you just have to practice alone? How do you learn that when you didn't learn it in school?
No, I searched the famous hair salon in New York, and I find it. And then I went to the a hair salon, which is like American hair salon. So, and then I said, I want to work here. I don't need money. Just I want to learn how to do the haircut for American people. And then the owner said, okay, you can try.
Huh.
And then a hairstylist. Actually, she does Taylor Swift. She's super famous hairstylist in the world, I think.
Wow.
So yeah, she was teaching me for everything. Shampoo, dry, blow dry, haircut.
That's awesome.
That's really impressive. Yes.
She started teaching you because you decided you found this salon. You're like, I'm going there, and you walked in and you just said, I want to learn, and they let you.
Yes, exactly.
That's a fascinating story.
There's like stories that your parents would tell you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she's charging haircut 300.
300 per cut.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Not bad.
That's very expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
have you
she's
met Taylor Swift?
No. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That was the most important question right now, I thought.
Yeah. I have a question actually. That's kind of related to how a lot of people are living right now. Is like a lot of people are staying at home. A lot of people are a little, scared to go to the salon. So I was wondering, maybe, you have some tips and advice, like how should people take care of their hair when they're at home and they feel too anxious to go to the hair salon? Like, do you think people should learn how to cut their own hair? Or do you think that's something that only a professional should do?
That's so difficult question.
Yeah.
Well, if everyone can cut their own hairs, then you wouldn't have a job anymore.
Maybe not a barber shop, but I think people will still have the demand to go to a hair salon,
Yeah.
because
It's about
you
the
cannot perm
experience.
your own hair at home, definitely.
Perm,
You need
yeah. Perm is very
machine,
hard.
or you need the chemicals, everything. Maybe people dye their hair, but I think it would still be better if you go to a salon and have it done professionally.
I
Yeah.
think so too, yeah. Have you dyed your hair long?
No, I don't plan
Never?
to.
No.
Okay.
How often do you shampoo? How often should one shampoo in a week?
This is a very important question.
Because I ask many people. Some people say, oh, it's bad to shampoo every day. Other people say only 3 times a week. No one agrees.
It's a good question.
Yeah. What do you think?
Asian people has a lot of scalp oil. That's why we have to do every day for
Okay.
shampoo.
Okay, so I should shampoo every day.
Yeah.
Because I read on the internet they say that you should only shampoo every other day or every 2 days, because if you shampoo too much, your hair will be dry and everything.
The oils will start to reduce in your scalp. That's what I read. So.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
So
I think it depends on the shampoo
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah.
For different hair types and everything. I can personally tell you that I don't shampoo every day. That would be too much. I shampoo every 2 days, actually, usually, yeah.
Yeah. I'm around the same. I think we have similar hair
You don't
types.
have any hair.
I shaved it before this. Thank you very much. And I'm thinking I'm going for the shaved cut, focusing on my beard. But Hiro, I know you mentioned that your friend's coming over, and I realize we're about to hit the hour mark. I don't want to take too much time from you, but it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Is there any thoughts or something, some kind of story you want to share with the audience before we end the show?
No, just please check our website. That's it. And
Definitely.
Instagram.
We will definitely link those in our description, and we'll let people know to check out May New York Salon. And you guys are open now, and you're taking reservations from everyone in Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
guarantee you, if I'm going to go to Japan usually twice a year, so if I need a haircut, I come to your salon.
Definitely.
Yes, please.
I will too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm interested in what is this Olaplex treatment. I want to know what this is.
It's very hard to explain, but
Yeah.
it's so specific treatment, which is super like smooth. It's gonna be like smooth, strong. Yeah.
Interesting.
But for damaged hair.
Okay. So maybe something for me and you, Bastian. Maybe that's an option.
Yeah, maybe. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, I'm basically bald.
Same. Yeah, I'm looking forward for you to teach me more about these things, Hiro. Thank you so much for joining us, and thanks to everyone that tuned in. Don't forget to like and follow Bento Bureau on Facebook and Instagram, and feel free to let us know your thoughts and suggestions by sending us a message or leaving a comment in the description below. Be sure to check out May Hair Salon. We'll leave a comment in the description for everyone to check out, and do follow us on our Instagram to check that out as well. Hiro, thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy your day. Gochitosama deshita.
ありがとうございました。
And I guess then we can just leave it with, we're going to go live again on September 5th, so definitely make sure to tune in, and I guess we should do this.
Yep. Gochitosama deshita. Yeah, we like to say that on the end of the show. See you guys.